Okay, so this was requested by Life123, and this is SCP Illustrated's SCP-999 hates SCP-035. Now, I already have a feeling I'm going to detest the contents of this because it is about one of my favorite SCPs. The Good Boy. And I don't like this. I have the Good Boy right here. He is fine. He is content. Let's get into this. Don't ruin my day.
Good day everyone and welcome back. A patron requested 999 versus 035, so here is mine and Dr. Sumerian's custom-made tale for you. Big thanks to the patrons for keeping this channel going, a quick word from our sponsor, and we'll get started.
Oh, he has a
Those
sponsor.
incredible new SCP playing cards I spoke of a while about, you can get them again now in glorious redacted black, expunged white, and gilded too. The cards are all beautifully printed on top quality stock, feature intricate illustrations of your favourite SCPs and characters, and they frankly just make for some goddamn badass looking playing cards for your next games night. Follow my link now and get these awesome SCP playing cards today.
This will be down in the description below. I actually showed these off. At one point, but this is the way the cards look. It's like, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's absolutely fantastic, guys. Links are going to be down in the description below. 100% go check those out, okay? Because I am very happy with them. Eventually, once me and the hospital get moved and I get a chance to get I want to get some stuff and get some shelving and stuff like that. I have some things that have been sent into me that people have specifically gotten for me, like SCP-999 and the playing cards, and as well as a couple other things that I want to display. I really want to display those. But yeah, those playing cards are awesome. Links are in the description, guys.
The man wearing the mask limped his way down the corridor following the exit signs. The corrosive fluids eating away at his flesh were agonizing. He wanted to stop, but a voice in his head commanded him forwards. They reached a locked door. Something forced his hand up to the mask. His skin bubbled as he collected fresh acid in his palm before spreading it across the ID card panel. A few sparks and the potent smell of burning plastic and metal, and the door swung open. What greeted him was simply another storage closet. The dim light of the corridor failed to fully illuminate the room, but the man with the mask looked briefly for something that could help him with the thing controlling him. He saw a wooden cleaning brush and a mop handle. Maybe he could use those to pry the—
Move, puppet.
Not a good sign.
The dying man lurched away from the storage closet back into the hallway.
All submit eventually. You will too.
It's okay, my boy.
From the observation booth, a frustrated Dr. Stanford watched as SCP-035 took D2934 further through the mocked-up containment site. So far, their experiment was confirming his suspicions.
Lovely.
The documentation on SCP-035 was wrong. It suggested immediate brain death, which was only correct in most cases. Strong-willed victims had the ability to slow down the process. Inevitably, though, SCP-035 always wins the battle of the wills. He took a sip of tea. Sadly, this cup was inferior compared to his old favourite one. The old one had been destroyed during that incident with SCP-096.
Yeah, that kind of
a shame.
sucks.
What a thrilling and incredible experience that had all been. Not many could say they had died and come back. Less still could say they survived an attack from SCP-096.
Yes?
Dr. Stanford pressed the intercom button in front of him.
Begin stage 2.
The man found the will to walk a different way, and the voices began screaming in his head again.
Wrong way, puppet. Follow the signs. Do as I command, and your suffering will end sooner.
No.
D2934 felt acid beginning to run over his teeth and screamed as he felt his gums beginning to liquefy.
Do as I command.
The man buckled and begrudgingly turned to head back towards the previous corridor. Not one more turn and 2 locked doors later, the pair entered a testing room of sorts, high concrete walls topped with bright lights and cameras.
Leave this place. Now, puppet.
Stay there.
A box descended from the ceiling, and from within, a gelatinous orange mass rolled out over the top. It pulsated on the ground, swaying from side to side, looking at the pair before slowly approaching them. D2934 stretched out his scarred, burned hand towards the creature.
No, do not touch it, puppet.
D2934 winced as more acid began to strip the flesh from his chest. The gelatinous mass extended a pseudopod, touched D2934, and everything turned black. D2934 awoke on the floor. The mask was still on his face, but the orange creature had covered him from head to foot, the mask included. He tried to move, but it was impossible. The agony was gone. He felt no pain. In fact, he felt happy and at peace. Excruciating pain suddenly riddled his body again, and he felt fresh acid washing down his throat, stripping the flesh from his esophagus.
He is mine. Release him.
Oh, the good boy.
He felt the cool slime begin to slide over his
boy.
skeletonized chin. It was slowly prying the mask off of his face. As his skin ripped, the slime quickly covered the tears, softening the pain. The voices in his head were still there, demanding his compliance, threatening pain and suffering, but they were beginning to fade. D2934 forced a hand up and through the mass, grabbed the mask and ripped it from him. The creature quickly covered his destroyed face.
He's the good boy.
D2934 dropped the mask to the floor as he began to go into shock. The creature held him tight, and his mind was filled with pleasant memories of his youth, his first kiss, his first love, his family, and his favorite foods. There was laughter, kind laughter, children's laughter, joy, a warmth he had known only rarely. And then there was nothing at all.
Oh.
From the booth, Dr. Stanford watched the man suffer while SCP-999 tried to comfort him. Evidently, a strong-willed person could prevent a takeover from SCP-035. Of course, in this case, it did take the help of another anomaly to do so. Interesting. The man suddenly grew still. SCP-999 released him and began nuzzling at his arms, trying to awake him from his sleep. The man would not wake up. Bless its little soul, thought Dr. Stanford.
No.
And then suddenly Dr. Stanford's pity turned to concern as he saw SCP-999 approaching SCP-035.
Containment teams, get in there now.
It was going to destroy it. It was going to pick it up and break it on the floor. It would smash it to powder. It felt hate for the first time, an emotion completely alien to it. That man wanted freedom. He wanted to live. He'd still had his mind, and in his final moment, he had heard him beg him to keep him alive, to give him the chance to say sorry to his wife and give his daughter all the love he could. This thing knew all that. It had been in his mind, and still it just wanted to control and torture and kill and discard. This thing was evil. There can only be one answer to that.
Oh.
SCP-999 wasn't sure if it could do this, but something had to stop this evil thing. Suddenly, boots blocked its path, and various candies began to fall around it. It happily scooped them up, letting the happiness bury the hatred. As it hoovered up M&Ms, it turned to see armored men carrying away the mask in a glass box. It was looking right at it, its face locked in a taunting smile. And that concludes this cross encounter between 999
amazing.
and 035. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to like and subscribe if you did. Special thanks go to the Patreons on this one, because this wasn't the first version of this encounter, and their honest feedback took a potentially bad video out of circulation. More information below. Big thanks to Sumerian for writing this one with me. Head to his channel to show the man some love. And thank you to Sleeper Labith, Cadet Catboy, Matthias Deathly Thorium, Luna Wilson, Guardian of...
This was absolutely outstanding, guys. Absolutely outstanding. It's incredible. I absolutely love it. I thought this is going to be a lot darker than it was, but then again, it's the boy. There's nothing dark about that. He's just a good boy. Guys, this plush, I believe it was it's SCP Illustrated. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry. But special thank you to Fnatic for that. as special thank you for Fanatic for that. Guys, all of SCP's Illustrated links are going to be down in the description below. Please drop down in there and just say hey and stuff like that. Go to his channel if you haven't already. He makes amazing stuff. This is just one fine example of the stuff that he puts out. I don't know what else to say. You guys just watch it. It was amazing, okay? It was absolutely outstanding. Aside from all that, all of his links are going to be in the description below, including links to get yourself some of those playing cards that are absolutely awesome. And there's going to be links to my merch down below as well, with all of the. There's going to be new stuff soon, as I can see it coming. The merch was done by Valk, and she's going to be working on a couple of projects coming up here soon, including what I will refer to as the brick. And we'll be seeing that soon too. My Patreon's down below, as soon as well as my Discord. So pop in there and just throw rocks at me, is what everybody does. And I will catch you guys next time. God, this was good. This was absolutely outstanding. I love it. I will catch you guys next time.